Hey everyone, if you're dealing with a damp crawl space or basement that just won't dry out, you're probably tired of the musty smell and worried about mold or even structural damage. Today I'm checking out the AprilAire E070 Pro dehumidifier to see if it can actually keep that space dry and protect your home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So why does a crawl space need a dehumidifier anyway? Well, excess moisture can lead to mold growth, attract termites, and even cause wood to rot over time. This unit is designed to remove up to 70 pints of water per day, which should be plenty for most homes up to 2,200 square feet. I've seen smaller units struggle, but this one's built for whole house protection, not just a corner of your basement. The difference is significant because when you're dealing with moisture issues, you don't want a band-aid solution that's only going to partially fix the problem. You want something that's going to take care of the whole space, and that's exactly what the AprilAire E070 Pro is designed to do. One thing that really stands out is how compact it is, just 12.5 by 12.5 by 25 inches. That might not sound huge, but trust me, crawl spaces are tight. I've tried moving bulky dehumidifiers through narrow access points, and it's a nightmare. You're usually crawling through tight spaces, trying to maneuver this big, awkward device, and hoping it doesn't get stuck. This one fits through most standard openings, so you won't have to tear apart your house just to get it installed. Plus, it comes ready to go with a drain hose, so no more emptying messy water trays every few hours. Just hook it up to a floor drain or sump pump, and it runs hands-free. I know it might seem like a small thing, but the convenience of not having to constantly check and empty a water tray is huge. It's one less thing to worry about, and when you're dealing with moisture issues, the last thing you want is to have to babysit your dehumidifier. I also like that it uses corrosion-resistant aluminum coils. I've seen cheaper units rust out after a year or two, especially in damp environments. This one's built to last, which is important when you're tucking it away in a crawl space where it might not be easy to access later. The last thing you want is to have to go back down there in a year or two and find out that your dehumidifier has failed due to corrosion. Not only is that a hassle, but it's also a waste of money. With the AprilAire E070 Pro, you can have confidence that it's going to keep working for years to come. Another thing worth mentioning is the setup. I've dealt with dehumidifiers that require complicated wiring or professional installation. This one is straightforward, just place it, connect the drain hose, plug it in, and you're done. The controls are simple too, with a digital display that lets you set your target humidity level. I set mine to 50%, and it's been holding steady without any fuss. I was a bit worried that it might be difficult to get the right setting, but the interface is intuitive, and it's easy to adjust as needed. Plus, the display gives you a clear reading of the current humidity level, so you can see exactly how well the dehumidifier is working. Now, does it actually work? In my test crawl space, which tends to get pretty damp after heavy rain, this unit brought the humidity down from about 75% to a comfortable 45% in just a few hours. That's exactly what you want, no more damp feeling when you walk down there, and no more musty odors. It's also quiet enough that I don't even notice it running in the background. I've had it running for days now, and I've barely even thought about it, which is exactly what you want from a dehumidifier. You want it to just work, without any drama or hassle. I should mention a couple of things to keep in mind. First, while it's compact, it's still a bit heavy, around 45 pounds. So if you're moving it through a tight space, you might want a helper. It's not a huge deal, but it's something to be aware of, especially if you're planning on installing it yourself. Second, the drain hose needs a proper connection. If you don't have a floor drain or sump pump nearby, you'll need to plan for that. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to consider before you buy. You'll want to make sure you have a good plan for how you're going to connect the drain hose, so you can get the most out of your dehumidifier. Overall, this feels like a solid investment if you've got moisture issues in your crawl space or basement. It's built to last, easy to set up, and most importantly, it actually does the job without any drama. So if you're ready to tackle that crawl space moisture once and for all, check out the AprilAire E070 Pro. The link is waiting for you below.